Welcome back, Nintendo collectors. Alex here with another video. I hope you're well. I haven't been so well actually in the last couple of weeks. I've actually been in hospital, which was a total shock, total surprise for me, because I was alright. Friday night I went out for a beer with my dad and my brother. We had a nice drink. Saturday I did a barbecue. Sunday I woke up, went to the car boot, felt a bit wheezy. Thought maybe it was the food that I cooked on the night before, the barbecue. So as soon as I got home, I chucked all of that in the bin. I know you were asking, what did I get at the car boot? I'll show you later. But I'm walking around the car boot, honestly, and my stomach was turning really, really bad. And it just got worse for the whole day. I thought it was wind then, really bad wind. I was up on the edge of the bed trying to roll it out. Nothing was happening. So then that goes into Monday. I start asking my mum, because mum lives next door. She was saying, oh, you know, it could be appendicitis, what you're saying, because I had a bit of a fever as well, a bit of a temperature. So I looked it up on the internet, and it did sort of tick all the right boxes for that, but I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't believe it was that. I'm a little bit old for appendicitis. Usually associate that with youngsters. I do anyway, you know, your mates at school. So anyway, the bank holiday came, and I thought, well, I can't go to doctor's day. I have to wait till Tuesday. So I waited like 3 days to get this sorted. And the time I went to the doctor's, he said, no, it's appendicitis. You've got to go A&E straight away. And cut a long story short, because it is a long story, me getting to the hospital was another story in itself. Absolute nightmare. But I got to St Peter's, got seen to within 2 hours. And straight away he said to me, you're an idiot, why did you leave it so long? I said, well, I don't know, I thought it was winds, to be honest with you. He said, no, that's appendicitis and that's coming out tonight. I was like, bloody hell. So I let everybody know, you know, and the operation was for about 10 o'clock at night, which I thought would just be a normal procedure. 45 minutes, I'm told, for a normal appendix removal. But I woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning. I looked at the clock. As soon as I woke up, I thought, bloody hell, I've been under 3 hours. What the hell went wrong? And she said, well, your appendix was infected. It was a mess. There was nothing tangible to grab hold of. You know, it was just falling apart, which caused a lot of complications for me. Unfortunately, it infected my body. So I was fighting this infection for a few days, and it made me feel rough. Honestly, guys, I've never felt rougher. I know I've had a lot of operations in my time, you know. I've had 3 or 4 operations on my body. 5 years ago, I had a tumour removed at the side of my neck. I don't know if you can see, I've got a big scar here. They took my face off, took a tumour out. I know you don't want to hear this, guys, but this is life. You know, this is what some people have to go through. That was quite serious, but there was no pain with that. But with this, anything with the stomach is just horrible. Really, really horrible. I must have had 4 or 5 different things going in me, a catheter, oxygen, antibiotics, you name it. I was just completely wired up and felt absolutely awful, hallucinating, you name it. And when the doctor comes around and says, you know, you've got to fight this, you think, bloody hell, this is really quite serious, which it was, because my temperature kept spiking up. So, but I managed to fight it, guys, obviously, because I'm here chatting to you. I'm back in the games room, and I'm happy to be in the games room. I couldn't wait to do this video, guys. I love this hobby, and I love this so much. I just couldn't wait to get on the camera again, just back to normal. You know what I mean? Just wanted to get back to normal, I really did. It gets depressing in there after a while. You just can't wait to get out. You know, I was a whole week in hospital is not good. But, you know, I just want to say thanks to all those well wishers that sent me all those good wishes on Facebook and what else. And Mark, you came in to see me in the hospital, which was really, really lovely. I really appreciate that. So, yeah, such is life, guys. You know, you just don't know what's around the next corner, do you? It really does make you think. But we have to move on. We have to move on. We have to get on with our lives and get back to normality, because that's what it's about, isn't it? What else can you do? You can learn off these things, take things with you, parts of it, but you still have to move on. So, moving on, guys, moving on. Let's get back to the old gaming, because you don't want to hear about that the whole time. What have I been playing? Well, I've had a lot of time, obviously. Not always in the mood for it, because even when you're ill, you're just staring out the window most of the time, and you're quite happy just doing that. You don't even want to listen to music or anything, you just want to get better. But the times when I was feeling good, I had my 3DS in the hospital, and I was playing Kirby. And what a game this is, guys. This is such an awesome game. Really, really enjoying this. I've nearly finished it. I wanted to come on here today and say I've finished it, but I'm not quite there yet. I'm on the last island, I think it is, the last level, last area, area 6. Really enjoying this. I really love the fact that you can suck up all these enemies and take their abilities and use them against them, and get all these different mechs, and again suck up the enemies' abilities and use that against them. It's just colourful. The music's great. I love the side-scrolling shooting levels in it as well. It's just a lovely mixture of different gameplay in it. Really, really enjoying this. So guys, if you haven't picked this up, I do actually recommend this. Really, really cool. The other game I've been playing at home in the games room before I went into hospital, which I really want to do a whole video on, is actually Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. This is awesome. Absolutely awesome. I know it's a fairly old game now, but come on, how many of you guys have got games laying around you haven't even touched yet? This game is absolutely brilliant. Better than any Mario game, honestly. I love the music. The way the level plays out is just fantastic. It's hard, but 3 or 4 attempts, you pretty much got it in the bag. And then you can go back then, because you've done it 3 or 4 times, you know the level off by heart. You can go back and open other stuff up in it. So it's got loads of replay value in this game. I just think it's unbelievable. The underwater levels are gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, and I love all that. If you haven't checked this out, guys, just give it a shot. Crank up the music, get it on the flat screen, and play this. Probably one of the best platform games I've ever played in my life. It is that good. Honestly, really, really enjoying that. So that's what I've been playing. Right, now before I went into hospital, I did do a video, did a few videos, but I couldn't obviously get them out. So what I'm going to do now is going to cut in one of my videos that I made before I went into hospital, and it is a pickups video, guys. So check this out. This is my pickups video. Right, guys, before we get on to the old boot pickups, let's have a little swig of the old John Smith's. Right, now I've been doing car boots about 20 years now, must be. And I guess when I was a kid, I did a lot of my nan as well, but back then they were called jumble sales. Did loads of jumble sales, but mainly it was all old clothes. But you know, nan used to find me a few odd bits of toys here and there, and you know, I guess that's where it stems from. The love of going to car boots. I've always got up every weekend, not every weekend, especially not in the last 2 years, but pretty much every weekend I've got up on the hunt to find something new and something special. And I've always done sort of, I did the Essex run with my friend Mark. We'd get up at 4 in the morning, we'd time all the car boots perfectly, so we'd get to each one at the right time. I've done all of that. I can't say I could do that again now, to be honest with you, because the car boots are nowhere near as good as what they were in, 2000 was probably the glory days. You know, I used to come back with 2 or 3 bags of stuff. You know, and I have to say, a lot of that stuff has paid for my collection that I've got now. You know, it was that fruitful back then. It was unbelievable, but those days are well gone. And I think that's because of eBay, really. It's killed it off. And of course, there's a lot more collectors around trying to look for this stuff as well. So, you know, it's becoming more and more difficult to find the rare stuff. But obviously, I still do find it, as I wouldn't get up, you know, every Sunday like I still do now. And I go to the same old car boot every week. I don't go to anything different. I just go to the same one. I get there at the same time. And occasionally I will ask people, you know, have you got any games? Have you got any video games, or have you got any Nintendo games? Especially if it's a young kid there and it looks like the family going to be going on holiday next week and need some holiday money. You get a general feel and sense whether they probably would have some games or not. So on this occasion, I asked his father there, who's there with his son, "You got any Nintendo games?" He said, "Oh yeah, I've got a load of DS games." I said, "Oh great, I'd be really interested in them if you wouldn't mind digging them out for me." He said, "Well, if you can give me 10 minutes, just come back." I said, "Yeah, no problem. I'll go and do an aisle and then I'll come back. If you could just hold back for me." He said, "Yeah, no problem at all." So I did that, did the aisle, came back 10 minutes later, and he saw me face straight away. He said, "Yeah, I've got them, I found them for you. I've kept them to one side." I said, "Great, yeah, I'll probably have them." He said, "Yeah, oh, great, yeah, well, here they are." And put them down by my feet. And the first game I picked up was a Pokemon game. So I've literally pulled it out of the box, and then I see this other big hand come in, just grab it. And it's like suddenly a tug of war's going on. And I've looked around, there's this big geezer behind me. I was going, "What are you doing, mate?" He's going, "Well, you're not buying them." I said, "What do you mean I'm not buying them? I've just asked them to come back. They've been holding them for me." He said, "But you haven't paid for them yet." I said, "Get your hands off the game, will you? They're not yours. I'm buying them." And he turned around and said to me, "You don't want to mess with me?" I said, "Well, you don't want to mess with me either. Now fuck off." You know, I don't take any shit off anyone at the car boot, especially people as rude as that. Now, I've got lots of friends at the boot. Mark, you know what it's like. If someone's looking through some stuff, you have a bit of respect. If they've obviously asked for that stuff to come out, then you leave them to it. I always do that. I never interfere. I walk straight past or go, "Oh, nice, mate. Well done." You know, there's a certain etiquette about some car booters like me and the people that I know, but other people just don't give a shit. And I don't take any of that, and I don't think you should either. If you're at a car boot, you know, and you've asked for stuff, then, and you're in the middle of doing a deal basically, and someone's got the audacity to come in and basically take the piss. Really, just don't stand for it. I won't. So he fucked off, which was good. So then I had the whole box to look through. I was on my own, and there was some great stuff in there. There really was. Mainly Pokemon stuff. Now, I'm not really into Pokemon, guys. I'm not, but I know its value to some people. And, you know, I want to give these games a try, actually. I really do, because I know this is one of Nintendo's best-selling franchises. So I really want to give it a go. My son's really into it. So even if I'm not going to play them, I want to give these games to my son, because I know he likes Pokemon. So the first game that came out of here, and there's quite a few, was Pokemon White. And it's complete with the manual and the cart, which is great. Fantastic. The second one was Pokemon Platinum. Great. Complete. Cart, manual. Fantastic. So I grabbed those two. Star Wars 3. Okay, I'll put it to one side. It was one I thought I might leave. Super Mario 64. Now, actually, I haven't looked at this at the time. I've literally put all these to one side, and then once I've done the deal, then I've opened up and looked at them. I didn't look at all of them straight away. But this was missing the manual. Mario Kart DS, complete with the manual. Super Mario Brothers, without the manual. Another I don't know why you had two Super Mario Brothers, complete with the manual. Great game if you haven't played this, really good game. Finished that. Another Mario Kart DS. I guess he was maybe playing 2 players, which is what I've got 2 for. Complete with the manual. Another Pokemon. This is an American version, but obviously it's DS, so it's multi-regional. It's not regional lock, but it's missing the cart. But still, all I've got to do is find the cart. Pokemon Diamond. Missing the cart. And the other one, I've actually got over here. I forgot to put that on the shelf. Pokemon Heart and Gold. But actually, this was the last one I picked up. It was right at the back under some other games. But I didn't realise actually how valuable this was. It goes for quite a bit. It's actually missing the instruction booklet. It's got the manual for the little pace. Is it the pace walker? There's a little walker in there. Yeah, the poke walker. It's a little accessory that goes with it. I don't know how that works, but it's missing that. But it's got the cart, but it's missing the instruction manual. So all of that, guess how much, guys? How much do you want for that, mate? I don't know, tenner? I thought, yeah, I'll have that. So all of these games here is what I get out of bed for at 6 o'clock in the morning. £10 for the lot. I was chuffed, and it's been a long time since I've had a nice car boot pickup like that. I was well chuffed. I was walking around with a big smile on my face, thought, fantastic, about time too. You know, it's been a long time, and Mark, you know, it's been pretty dry on my car boot pickups for a while. So I was really, really chuffed with that lot. That was all of one seller. So it's pretty cool. I don't know what I'll do with the Pokemon. I'll probably sell them actually, because I'm actually looking to get a couple of exclusive Wii U games. There's a really cool Project Zone, I think it's called. It's a Wii U game. What's it called? I think it's called Project Fear in America. And it's had a couple of Japanese releases, but it's only the Project Zone was only released in Europe. It was never released in America. I think America only got a download, and it's come in a limited pack as well. So I'm really looking forward to getting that. So I might sell all of those and get that actually. But that's what you do, isn't it? Get the games you want. So really fruitful weekend at the boot. These were from all different sellers. Super Mario Galaxy. This is the Nintendo Collection. Fantastic game. I don't think it goes for that much, but what a game. If you haven't played this, guys, I completed the first one. I probably got through halfway of the second one. I really do hope they bring this out for the NX, an updated version or a new version of Super Mario Galaxy, because it is probably one of my favourite Super Mario games. Tangled for my daughter. Animal Crossing, Let's Go to the City. Now I do actually have the box version of this with the special speech, the We Speak it's called. It's like a little device that comes out when you're online. You can speak to other players through that. So I'll probably sell this one on. Great game though, Animal Crossing. I actually played the DS version. I've never played the Wii version. Should I be showing you this? It's actually a PS3 game. I've actually still got my PS3 in the living room. That's going to stay there. I've never played God of War. I wanted to play this, so I picked it up. I think I paid £1 for it. It's unbelievable. PS3 games are dirt cheap right now. If you're into PS3 games or Xbox 360 games, man, they're the games to get now, because I reckon they will go up in value in the future. Mario Tennis on the 3DS. I haven't played this yet, but I've already got a copy of this, so I'll be selling this one on. Drawn to Life. Thought this would be quite a nice little game for my daughter, but it's missing the cart, unfortunately. I could probably pick up a cart for £1 or whatever, but it looks like a nice little drawing game, educational game that Isabella might like. We'll have to see. Actually, I was really chuffed to pick this up. This is Ghostbusters. I'm a big fan of Ghostbusters. I know you guys are as well. And I thought, yeah, this could be quite cool, actually. I'm imagining it's a bit like Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Is it that kind of feel about it? Top-down, isometric sort of game, where you can play sort of multiplayer with it. I think it might be quite fun. So, especially if it's got all the music from the film in it. So yeah, I'll be giving that a game. It looks really, really cool. Link's Crossbow Training. This doesn't go for much. It's a great little game. I finished this way back in the day when it came out. I've got my other copy over there. It's a great game. I love the old shooting games. You don't see many of them now. I don't think they can do them, can they, with their new HD? You know, you have to have this special setup, either with a CRT to have light gun compatible games. So it's a shame you don't see many light gun games for the new systems. And that's a classic. Cooking Mama 2. Isabella loves this. I think they're quite fun actually, quite quirky. This is obviously another Nintendo in-house game, I believe. I'm pretty sure it is. Great series, Cooking Mama. Really do like them. No More Heroes. Great game. Finished this back in the day. The fight scenes in this is what makes this game. The open world part of this was a bit empty, and a bit lackluster. There wasn't really much to do in it. Cutting grass and stuff like that was a bit boring. But once you got to it was basically Kill Bill. You had like a tier of bosses you had to fight, and you had to get the work all the way through to get the one at the top. And you use your Wii remote to sword fight against all the bosses, and I found it really, really cool. I love the art style of it. I think it's who did it? Oh, it's Rising Star. Is it Rising Star? Rising Star Games. I think they've done quite a few. Yeah, really cool game. I love this. I haven't played No More Heroes 2 yet, though, and that is actually supposed to be a lot better, so maybe I should give that a go. Yeah, really, really cool. If you haven't played this on the Wii, guys, it is worth playing. And here's an oddity. I thought this was really odd when this came out for the Wii. This is supposed to be a family-orientated console, right? And here they bring out the most violent game you could possibly imagine, where you actually use your Wii remote and the cord to actually strangle people in the game. That's what you actually have to do. That's what I've heard. And I could not believe when this came out for the Wii. I really couldn't. And I dismissed it. It's by Rockstar. But I am interested. I'm actually into my horror games right now, so I'm actually interested to give this a go and see what it's like. So really chuffed to pick this up. Manhunt 2. Lovely, complete, in excellent condition. So yeah, what's this like, guys? I'd really like to know. Funny game to have on the Wii. Really, really odd. So that was all my car boot pickups. Pretty cool. Now, I took a leaf out of Tootie's book. If you haven't been over to Tootie's channel, he's got a great pickups channel. Tootie does great deals at CEX. I have done deals with CEX before, but I always thought eBay was the better option. But you know, it's such a pain in the arse, dealing with people on eBay and posting it, packaging it off. It really does interfere with my daily life routine, and I just can't be dealing with eBay anymore. For the odd game, the rarity I will put on there, but just general sort of shovelware games, I'd rather just take a job lot down to CEX and then exchange a game for it or get some money for it. And that's what I did with a load of games that were sitting upstairs. Your Mario Galaxies, there were a few dances in there and stuff like that. And I was really surprised that I got 80 quid for the lot. And he said, that's in store. You've got 80 quid in store, or it's probably less if you want cash. So I looked around the store, and there was a load of 3DS games. I thought, oh yeah, I have some of them. I've been looking for these for quite a while. Actually, there's 3. So the first one up was Rodea, the Sky Soldier. Now I know this came out, I think this came out on the Wii. Yeah, I'll tell you what you got. It got a Wii U release, and inside there's another disc that you could play a Wii version of. I don't know why they've done that. Really, really odd. And I didn't even know it came out for the DS. So I thought, oh, I'll grab that, see what this version's like. And I have played it. It's a really odd game. It plays a little bit like Nights into Dreams, a little bit like Sonic. We have to collect rings, go through rings and collect diamonds and stuff like that. It's quite fast paced. The 3D's not very good on this, so I turned that right down. I got into it. I did a couple of levels. I will go back to it, but I am interested to see what the Wii U version's like. I think that's going to be a lot better. I don't think this is ported over very well to the handheld, but unusual game. You don't see this very often around, so I thought I'd pick it up just for its rarity. So that was one of the games I got. Bravely Default, which is supposed to be really, really good. It's an RPG. I haven't picked up an RPG for a while. I do like my RPGs. And this is supposed to be really, really good. So I'm looking forward to playing this. There is another version of this. I think it's Bravely Default. No, it's not. It's called Bravely Default 2. It's called something else. But there is a sequel to this game. It's supposed to be excellent. So chuffed to pick this one up. Zelda Triforce Heroes. This had mixed reviews when it came out because really it's a multiplayer game. You can't really play, well, you can play it on your own, but I think it plays a lot better online with a few other players. And it's a Zelda game, you know, so it's got to be good. So really, really pleased to pick this up. And my next one is Kirby Planet Robot. Planet Robobot, I think it's called. They did do an amiibo with this, a boxed version. You know, I don't want all these boxed amiibos. I've got all mine out now. I've got enough amiibos, so I'm quite happy with just a single game without the amiibo. I don't need another amiibo. I've already got a Kirby amiibo, so I've just got this version. I've been playing this. It's really, really good. Really enjoying this. 2D platforming game. A lot of fun. Very colourful. It's just Nintendo. I love it. I think it's really, really good. So you haven't picked this up, guys. I think this is well worth playing. One of the best Kirby games I've picked up in a long time. Really, really enjoying it. So that was my CEX exchange. Really, really chuffed with that. That's for a load of shovelware I just got rid of. So I've got 4 really good games I've wanted for a while. And also I picked up, this was an eBay pickup, Nintendo Land. Don't know how this has passed me by. This is a game that came out with the system, so one of the first releases for the Wii U. It's got multiple games on there. I think they're all mini games on there. It's an in-house Nintendo game, so I'm really looking forward to playing this. So yeah, really, really cool. Happy to have that in the collection. Also, I did a little cab delivery for a good friend of mine, Dave. And he gave me a Game Boy game, Turricane. Don't know what it's like on the Game Boy, but still, Turricane is a good game, but what it plays on is, I've got no idea. So, chuffed to pick that up. Thanks, Dave. Really, really cool. Just have another swig of the beer. Better speed this up a little bit, the old time's going on. You know, I mentioned a little robot I picked up last pickups video, updated video I did. Well, a good friend of mine, Jim, on UK VAC recommended me. He's obviously a robot fan. Are you, Jim? He's recommended me this book, Robots and Spaceships. So I'm reading some of my tinplate robots. And basically it's catalogued loads of the early 1950s, early 60s tinplate robots and spaceships, which I absolutely adore. I'm not going to start collecting the real McCoy. I'll just pick up the odd repro if I see them. But nice to have this as reference. And, you know, some lovely pictures in here. So thanks, Jim, for the recommendation. Really do enjoy this book. I've only paid about £3 for this. Really, really nice book. So thanks for that, mate. Really, really cool. So, yeah, that's it on my pickups. Quite a lot there to get through. Right, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed that pickup video. I mean, that pickup video is good, what, 3-4 weeks old? I've had that in the bag for ages. Just haven't had time to get it out there. And I've got loads more videos in the bag. I've just got to edit them and add a few more things on the end. Hopefully I can get them out to you this weekend. There's a couple of really cool ones there for you to see. Now I'm feeling better. I'm in the mood, you know, for some gaming, and just so pleased to get back to normal. I'll enjoy getting those out for you to see. But before I go, I'm not ready to go yet because I've got another pickup to show you. I want to show you this before I go. And also I want to say thank you to Rich and Dave Alton. Dave Alton came to see me in hospital. Dave, you're a star, mate. Absolutely star. I mean, to come all the way from where you live to come visit me is just, that's what friends are all about. I really appreciate it, mate. Thanks, buddy. And Rich, he's a friend of mine. He actually does edits music for my channel. He sent me some Alan Partridge podcasts for me to listen to while I was in hospital, and that just made me laugh, and that made me hurt because they were so funny. Obviously I couldn't laugh that much after my operation, but I managed to put the pillow on my tummy like that and laugh at the same time. So yeah, Rich, mate, they were classic, man. I hadn't heard them before, so it was really fun to hear them. So yeah, hopefully all back to normal now, guys. Just on my road to recovery. I've got to go back to work soon, earn some money, obviously. But I can have at least a couple of weeks off in the healing process. But before I go, guys, this pickup I got a car boot was the envy of the booters. This was the weekend before I went into hospital. That weekend, actually, I picked this up, and I've never seen one of these before. Certainly never picked one up before, and I literally just turned around from one stall and saw it over on the other side. I thought, blimey. I didn't race to get over there, I just took a leisurely stroll, finally got up, picked it up and realised, something special here. How much do you want for this, mate? 45, he said. I said, would you do it for 40? And well, as soon as I said, would you do it for 40, I kind of regretted it, because I thought someone behind me is going to go, I'll give you 45. But luckily no one was there just at that point. Another few seconds, and as a couple of people said to me, they were right behind me, they saw it, they saw me pick it up, so I was lucky to get it for 40 quid. This is the Pokemon Pikachu edition of the N64. Now, I don't know if you know, guys, I'm not a massive N64 fan, and that's because I wasn't really around when it came out. I was travelling a lot of the time, and I do find it very hard to go back and play N64 games. So they don't look great, and there's no nostalgia there for me. But I understand people that do, that's their thing. It's just not my thing. I do have N64, got a nice GoldenEye version up there, which does me. I'm actually looking for a clear version, which I think would look really cool underneath my TV. But that would do me for now. But this one, I will probably move on, because I'm looking to get a Virtual Boy. So this hopefully will go towards a Virtual Boy. But it's amazing. I mean, I've never seen one of these before. And let's open it up and show you. It's quite incredible. It's in amazing condition, but someone told me that it hasn't got the original controller with it, which is a bit of a shame. See, on the front here, if you have a look, it's got a Pokemon controller with the actual words Pokemon written on the controller. Well, this one is just a standard blue N64. It's an official controller, but it's just not the Pokemon one, which is a shame. Kind of devalues it a little bit, but still, it is in mint condition, guys. I've had it on, I've tested it, it works perfectly, and unbelievable to see a car boot in this condition. I tell you, I've never seen one of these before. If you haven't seen one of these before, like me, then it's got the Pikachu sort of moulded onto the actual case, so it's completely different. There's no other N64 like it, and I think the start button or the reject button is one of his feet, and the on and off button is the ball, Pokemon ball. So really unique, and if you're a Pokemon fan, this has got to be in your collection, isn't it? What a fantastic looking machine. But not for me, so I'm going to move this on. I haven't got a price on my head yet, but can you believe it? Not only one N64, but two N64s in a space of half an hour I picked up that day. No games, unfortunately. Well, there is a game inside this one. This is the one I've got. So I picked up that one, and then half an hour later I picked up this one. And people just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. Two N64s in the space of half an hour to boot. I was pretty chuffed. So I'm probably going to move this one on as well. But man, I was really chuffed that morning, and this is all before I started getting the stomachache. Unbelievable. But there you go. You don't see many of them, guys. Quite a rare N64. Really, really cool. So that's it for this week, guys. I mean, that's really all I've got to show you. But as I say, I have got plenty of videos stacking up. Just got to edit them, get them out, and it won't take me long. So look out the next coming days. Hopefully I'll have them out for you. And that's it really. I'm on the mend, so everything's looking good. Things are getting back to normal. And yeah, so that's it, guys. Thanks for all the new subscribers. Thanks for all the comments, as always. I like them. And what else is there? Oh, yeah, look out for the UK VAC meet in October. For you UK VAC members are going, make sure you sign up with Andy on the UK VAC forum and get your t-shirt as well. Also, actually, I wanted to say about my t-shirts, I had a few really nice comments about them. If anyone's interested in a Nintendo Arcade t-shirt, let me know, and if I get enough enough names down, I'll order a load, because they're pretty cool, really cool. I haven't got one on today. I'll put one on the next video so you can see. Anyway, that's it guys, thanks for watching, see you on the next video. Good to be back.